Hello and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video. If you are new around here, don't forget to hit like and hit subscribe for updates on regular content. I thought I'd step away from the educational stuff today and just show you a typical training session. So if you know me already, you'll know that I'm well into my CrossFit at the moment and my competitive fitness. So focus really is to improve my weightlifting and improve my aerobic work. Gymnastics I'm okay with, but my weightlifting absolutely sucks. So what I'm going to show you today is a typical sort of lower body strength session slash weightlifting session. So first warm-up set of squats, 60 kilos on the bar, and we're just doing 3 paused back squats. I did actually do about 20 minutes of warming up before this first warm-up set. I just didn't film it. So a bit of foam rolling, bit of activation work and a bit of mobilization. So foam rolling the quads, foam rolling the back, thoracic rotation, hip mobility, and then a bit of posterior chain activation work. The reason why I'm doing paused squats at the moment is they are so good for mobility. So if you want to really improve your hip mobility and ankle mobility, get a bar on your back and sit in the bottom of a squat for a while. Honestly, it's so beneficial. I also think that if you can get strong in the bottom of a squat, it's so helpful for getting out of the catch in the Olympic lifts. So if you get strong in the bottom of a front squat, back squat, overhead squat, you're not going to have any issues getting out of the catch. And I know I'm walking the bar out the rack the wrong way. It's just so I could see the camera monitor as I was recording this, but normally I would walk it out the proper way. Second warm-up set, 80 kilos on the bar, and we are just doing 2 paused back squats this time. Okay, last warm-up set, 90 kilos on the bar, just for 1 paused back squat before we do 3x5 at 95 kilos, so nothing crazy heavy. I had an issue with my knee for a couple of years that stopped me squatting, so my squat has really regressed. So I'm building it back up, just linear increases every week where I can, just 2.5 kilos on the bar. I think that's a really good place to be honest. You want to kind of be a beginner again for as long as possible, because that's where you make the most progress. Even though I'm not a beginner, when it comes to squatting, technically I am, because I had such a long time off squatting, so I'm excited to see what kind of progress I can make with these pull squats. So first working set, 95 kilos, 3x5. I'm only going to show the first working set because you don't need to see the same thing 3 times, and it'll just make this video unnecessarily long. So yeah, first working set, 5 reps, paused, simples. Technically, these are tempo paused squats because I'm going so slow on the negative, but the reason I'm doing that again is just to work on positional strength. So I want to make sure that my hips, knees and torso are in the best positions they can be. I also like the fact that it's got so much control with it as well. Because of the knee issue I had for a couple of years that stopped me squatting, I just feel like if I go slow, I've got the bar under control, I'm less likely to get injured. But then I also appreciate that if I want to push the load, push the weight and progress as fast as I'd like to, then this tempo is only going to speed up. So squats are done, moving on to deadlifts, just an easy warm up for a few reps at 80 kilos. On these warm up sets, I like to work on my hook grip. So I find if you do all your working sets with a hook grip, then it just ruins your thumbs. Whereas doing these lighter sets is a good opportunity to practice and toughen your thumbs up a bit without ruining them. Second warm-up set of deadlifts, 100 kilos, again just practicing that hook grip, and we're building up to 130 for 3x5 today, so nothing crazy. Last warm-up set, 120 kilos just for a single. For some reason I got confused and went for a mixed grip on this warm-up set. I think I was delirious from the heat. Then I remembered, nope, this is another warm-up set, use a hook grip and stop being stupid. First working set, 3x5, 130 kilos, nothing too crazy. I'm just going to show you the one set because you don't need to see the same thing 3 times. I'm going to use a mixed grip now because I just can't do all my working sets with a hook grip. It just ruins my thumbs, probably just being a little bit soft. But I do think it's important to have a strong mixed grip as well, because if you are competing in fitness, you can guarantee the deadlift is going to come up at some point and you're probably not going to be allowed straps. I also think you should change the mixed grip up, so don't always go left to right, right to left, etc., because you don't want to become too asymmetrical. Sorry, you've got a great shot of my arse right now. Good camera skills, Sam. The barbell back lunge is my favourite accessory at the moment. I find with walking lunges, when you've got dumbbells in your hand, if it's a hot day like this, the grip can give out before your legs give out. And the barbell back lunge, that just isn't an issue. Also, nothing taxes your glutes like a walking lunge does, and you should include some unilateral work if you are doing a lot of squats and a lot of deadlifts. So this is the most random snatch complex that you'll ever see, but there's a reason I've chosen each of these accessory exercises and put them into a complex. So the first one is a snatch pull, and then it's a low hang power, and then it's a full power, and then it's a snatch balance. So the reason for the snatch pull is because I was doing this weird thing where I was slowing down around the knees. So as you stand up, you should speed up. The bar should only accelerate and get faster as it leaves the floor. You don't want to be slowing down mid-pull. So that's the reason for the snatch pull, just to focus on speed and acceleration. The low hang power is for exactly the same reason. So because I was slowing down around the knees, if I can go below the knees and then speed up, then hopefully that will eradicate that problem as well. The reason for doing the full power is just to spend a bit more time practicing from the floor, and then finally the snatch balance is just to practice dropping under the bar and get comfy in the bottom of the overhead squat. It would make sense to do all of these to depth, but I think because it's such a big complex, it's just too exhausting. So that's the reason for the powers. Yeah. And I just threw a couple of cheeky power singles in there as well, nothing heavy, just practicing, just wanted to work on form. I think it's important to allow for a bit of flexibility within your training as well, because you want to keep it interesting, you want to keep it fun. Obviously following a program is the best way to make progress, but it can become boring because it's so repetitive, but that's what makes you better. However, the odd snatch single, the odd clean single is not going to ruin your progress. However, throwing an extra 10 sets of squats in probably will, so you've got to pick and choose your moments. Having said that, as you can see there, I went really dizzy for some reason after that single. I think it's just the humidity, the heat. I'm normally pretty good with my water intake and electrolyte intake, but it got to me that day. And that is where we're going to end today's video on this 55 kilo power single. I did do a 60, but for some reason I didn't film it. Again, I'm blaming the heat. I think I was just a bit delirious and forgot to press record. Thank you so much for watching this video through till the end. Let me know if you prefer this style of content, just documenting my own training. I know it's really good for my accountability, so thank you. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'd really, really appreciate it. Till next time.